say fucker shit now.
Okay. Can I mention that my products are...
Set. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Pepsi presents The Quick Show with Bill Baines. Ba 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 ba. Hey, it's Bill Baines.
Hey everyone! Hello! Hi! Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, well, listen, welcome to the show. I'm Bill. Hi, how are you? Well, I want to pardon the mess that we had because, well, our regular show, we got a little bomb threat earlier, so we had to do the show down in the basement. So anyway, did you hear that the Dodgers are doing so poorly that their manager was actually fired by George Steinbrenner? Can that happen? Yeah, well, anyway, our first guest tonight is... Whoa! He's already here! You scared me there for a second.
I do that a lot.
Yeah. Well, anyway, his name is Tom McCann.
George McCann.
Yeah, Tom McCann. And I guess you're excited about this new movie, Pimp Man, you've got coming out. Pimp Man, is that the name of the movie?
Yes, Pimp Man, starring George McCann. Superhero of the hose.
Yeah, super. Do you like the Pimp Man, do you? The Pimp Man? You like that, Keith? Okay, well, anyway, I'm sorry you have to go. But we got to get on with the show, and I guess we're going to go to our the top 6 list. Okay, top 6 list. Top 6 tips for living to be 100 years old. Okay, number 8, stay the hell away from the Hindenburg. Woo-hoo!
No blimps.
Yeah. Well, number 3, avoid dying. Is this equipment on, by the way? Can anyone hear this? Okay, how are we doing on time? We doing on time? 30 seconds. Okay, 30 seconds. Then I guess we'll go right to Bill's Postal Sack. All right, everybody? Bill's Postal Sack. Do you have a little piece of music for that,
I
Keith?
do, Bill.
Okay,
It goes a
let's
little
hear it.
something like this. Bill Sack! Bill Sack! Yeah!
Great. The haunting theme to Bill's Sack. By the way, the less said about my sack, the better. Keith? Yeah. Anyway.
Just because people let you doesn't mean you have to.
Okay. Huh? Okay. Let's see. Letter number 1. And these, by the way, are real letters from real viewers, by the way. And if they weren't, could I do this? No. I can't. There we go. Okay, let's see. Number 1, Bill, you suck. Love, Sydney. Okay. Ooh, sorry, Sydney. Not in the form of a question. Okay. By the way, who's our letter screener? Is that you? Yeah, Grandma? You're fired, okay? Just get to stepping. Okay.
Say goodbye to Grandma.
Bye-bye, Grandma. Okay. Letter number 2 comes to us from Goldie in Salt Lake City. She says, have you ever been married? Great. Another concise question. Yeah. Well, let's just say I've been hit with more rice than a bad Chinese vaudeville act. Do you like the Chinese vaudeville act? Yeah.
Playing the race card.
Yeah, okay. So, anyway, I'm just going to have a frosty beverage now. Do you like a frosty beverage, Keith?
Liquid.
Okay, well, I got to apologize to Tom Cruise and Ricky Martin. Had to bump them tonight because our first guest ran long. But I'm sure they had a good time in the green room anyway, if you know what I'm talking about.
I've had a buttload of Ricky Martin.
A lot of people have.
Okay, well, anyway, that's the show, and good night. Be sure to tip your waitresses and be good to your folks. They've been good to you. Good night, everyone. Good night. Okay. Woo.
okay, so
Oh,
just so
okay.
you got it.
Beechwood aged.
No, it wasn't. It was in a log cabin.
You're thinking of President Lincoln.
No, it's a cherry tree. I'm on the only alcoholic show there is.
I'm so high right now, man. I'm looking down at God's bald spot. That's how high I am. Wake and bake.
Yeah. Hey, given that I'm promoting Pimp Man, shouldn't these be 40s?
Yeah, really. Well, it's pretty close to a 40. What is it? Oh, it's a 24. Okay.
That
Mickey's
64
big
ounce,
mouth.
Old English 800 made 64
Ooh.
Oh.
Old English
Don't
800.
bring bad memories back.
Oh, man.
from yesterday.
F you up, malt liquor.
Zima.
Oh, Zima.
Bottles and James.
How much Zima would you have to drink? Seriously.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay, just to let you guys know, they're working on the shots right now. When they get done with that, then we're going to check the placement of
Zima.
To get buzzed off Zima,
Hey, it's alcohol.
you'd have to drink like 15 of them or something.
The other white beer.
The other white beer. Zima, the other white
what?
beer.
I had Zima and Crystal Pepsi.
Michael Anthony Hall, the other white meat.
Okay, I'm gonna pull this down just a little bit more.
That's what you tell all the girls.
We're not girls.
Oh. Speak for yourself.
Oh. You're the ugliest woman I've ever
Yes,
seen.
yeah.
Let's take a look at this.
No. Let's take a look.
I'm gonna make you all go home and sing that tonight in your head and not be able to stop.
George, I need you to hold still for a second.
No, George.
Sorry.
I had an identity crisis.
Throw it at you, and then we get done with the show.
Oh, come on, it's not just the floor manager.
It's all about
Oh, I gotta remember to do that. I gotta, when they applaud, I gotta.
I come from a long line of cowards. Sure we can. Okay. All right, we're getting ready to do another take. Actors in their place. Quiet on the set. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Budweiser presents The Quick Show with Bill Baines. What up? It's Bill Baines.
Hey, everybody. Hi. Thanks for coming down. Thanks for coming down. Well, welcome to the show, and, well, I'm Bill. And I want to pardon our mess here, but we got a bomb threat, and so we had to move down to the basement today. Hey, did you hear that the Dodgers are doing so poorly that they actually had their manager fired by George Steinbrenner? Can that happen? I don't think so. Okay, so our first guest. Oh, you're here already. Great to see you. You scared me there for a moment. Yeah.
I do that a lot.
Okay, well, I guess you're excited about your new movie Pimp Man that's coming out.
Ecstatic.
Pimp
Man.
Man. Pimp Man.
Superhero
Pimp
of the home.
Man. You like the Pimp Man?
Yeah, prostitution.
Yeah. The kids enjoy the Pimp Man. Okay, well, I know that you've got to go. So we're just going to go on with the show now and do our top 6 list. Woo, top 6 list, everybody. Come on. Yeah, all right, okay, all right. Well, here we go. Top 6. Top 6 tips for living to be 100. Okay, number 8, stay the hell away from the Hindenburg. Ooh, and number 3, avoid dying. Is this stuff on, or are we... okay, we got, what do we got, about 30 seconds to go here? 30 seconds. Okay, well then we'll go right to Bill's Postal Sack, one of my favorite segments. Do you have a little music work for this, Keith?
Yes, I do, Bill.
Well, let's hear that.
It's a little ditty I wrote this afternoon. It goes a little something like this. Let's take a look at Bill Sack. Bill Sack, yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the haunting theme from Bill's Sack. So anyway, let's see. Letter number 1, and these are real letters from real viewers. If they weren't, would I be able to do this? No, I wouldn't be able to do it. Okay, so we've got letter number 1. Bill, you suck. Love, Sydney. Oh yeah? Something like this. Right, a little something just came in for you. I hope you enjoy that. All right. So, sorry, Sydney, but that's not in the form of a question. Too bad. Okay, let's see. By the way, who's our letter screener? Oh, you? Yeah, Mom, you're fired. Yeah. Get to stepping. Just hit the road. Back to Indiana with you. Okay, here we go with letter number 2. Letter number 2. This comes from Goldie in Salt Lake City, and she says, have you ever been married? Yeah, great question. Well, have you ever been married? Well, yeah. You like the marriage, do you? Yeah, probably isn't going to happen, is it? Okay, let's see. So what we have here is, have you ever been married? Well, all I can tell you is that I've been hit with more rice than a bad Chinese vaudeville act.
Hey, just because the llama let you, doesn't mean you have to.
Okay. Huh? Okay. Let's see what we got here. We got, well, I guess that's it for the show. We're done. And I'd like to apologize to Tom Cruise and Ricky Martin, but we had to bump them because our first guest ran a little long. So I'm just going to enjoy a frosty beverage. Do you enjoy the frosty beverages?
Yeah, liquid.
Yeah, that's really great. Okay. Well, anyway, that's the show, and good night, everybody. Good night. Good night. Yep. Be sure to tip your waitresses and be good to your folks. They've been good to you. Good night.
Cut.
Yeah, we
Excellent.
went.
First
of all, the
actually-
keyboard
Like
went.
for me!
I'll turn it on next time.
Don't.
And
You ran
know what
all
you
that
should do?
stuff in together, I think.
What? Yeah, I know.
some of it was
I
out
know.
of order, so the
Yeah, I
I
know.
missed the prostitution thing.
You missed the prostitution thing. Yeah.
Pitman? Oh, I thought
And
they
then
heard
there
the
was
prostitution
no, and
thing.
then there was the Ricky Martin line to follow
talk
that, but
about
then
Pitman.
you went from the Ricky Martin thing. You didn't allow any
Do you like the Ricky Martin? Oh,
And
you
then
like
he-
the
then
Ricky
it was-
kids
then-
like the
then
Ricky
he had the
Martin?
line, then you went to straight
Yeah,
to
there was no
beverage.
break.
We're moving
Okay.
on to the tuna.
Then
Tuna.
Okay. Now we can have fun on this take.
Are there any more Pepsi? We got the one? Wow.
Guys, be careful with the tuna jokes. You know what I'm talking about.
Because of this, we can eke out what little budget we have.
all night long, let me soothe that thought.
He'll show it to you. And I don't want to see it. Please.
I'm sick.
You like when you get a hero, but you don't?
Can we have the tuna? Which way? To the left or to the right?
Move that tuna, baby!
You did.
Which way?
Oh no.
Uh,
No, that's
Not
so
too like
wrong.
this song?
Move that tuna, baby.
move that tuna. Move that tuna.
Boom, boom. Yeah, the beat's on here.
Yeah, that was pretty bad when you went. I have a song.
I was so fucked up.
I don't think you should even have it on. I think you should just go, yeah, Bill Sack, yeah!
I like it with the musical
I was gonna
accompaniment.
go, let's take a look at Bill Sack.
I like it with the musical accompaniment.
Bill Sack, yeah!
I'll do
I
one
know.
like that and...
You gotta do Bill Sack, yeah, because that's the main thing.
Alright.
I mean, originally we were just gonna have you say, Bill Sack, yeah!
Right, yeah, that's what he told me. And he said, but if everything comes up, but you know.
What's the flying projector?
Seven, 6, 5, 2.
Starkist Tuna presents The Quick Show with Bill Baines. Somebody go wake the neighbors. It's Bill Baines.
Hey everybody! Hey, how are you? You like the, okay, alright. welcome to the show. I'm Bill. And I'm sorry about the way the place looks, but we had a bomb threat, so now we're having to do the show from the basement. Okay. So did you hear that the Dodgers are doing so poorly that they actually had their manager fired by George Steinbrenner? Can that even happen? Yeah. Well, anyway, our first guest tonight is, it's Tom McCann. And
George.
Okay, Tom McCann, and I guess he's really excited about his new movie, Pimp Man. Pimp Man, is that the name of the movie?
Yes, it is. Pimp Man, superhero for the hose.
Pimp Man, everyone. You like the Pimp Man?
Prostitution.
Yeah, the kids enjoy the Pimp Man.
Oh, yes, they do.
I'm
And
gonna have
Pimp Man, well, no.
Well, no. I'm going to have a frosty beverage now. Do you enjoy the frosty beverages?
Liquid.
Yeah, liquid, that's right. Okay, well, I'm sorry that you got to go, Tom.
No.
But anyway, we're going to go to our top 6 list. Top 6 tips for
Grande
living to be 100.
six.
That's right. Top 6. Number 8, stay the hell away from the Hindenburg. Ooh.
Ixnay on the blipnay.
Yeah, seek therapy. Anyway, number 3, avoid dying. Is
That's a
this
good one.
equipment on? Can you guys hear this? How are we doing on time? We doing okay on time?
30 seconds.
About 30 seconds? Okay, well then let's go to a little thing called Bill's Postal Sack, one of my favorite segments, and I hope one of yours. Do you got any music for this, Keith?
I sure do, Bill. It's a little song I wrote this afternoon. Would you like to hear it?
Sure.
Bill Sack, yeah!
All right. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Ladies and gentlemen, the haunting theme to Bill's Sack. And I think the less said about my sack, the better. Woo! Okay, letter number 1. And by the way, these are real letters from real viewers. If they weren't, could I do this? Couldn't do it. Okay, ooh, thank you. Little special effects there for you. Okay, letter number 1. Bill, you suck. Love, Sydney. Oh, yeah? This just came in for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. All right. Sorry, Sydney, but not in the form of a question. Too bad. Okay. So, by the way, who's our, who's our,
You can sue for that.
yeah, who's our, letter screener, by the way? Is that you? Is it, Mom, were you the letter screener on this one? Okay, get to stepping. You're fired. You're out, Mom. No, back to Indiana. with you.
Mommy's gone.
Okay. Well, anyway, I want to apologize to our guests, Tom Cruise and Ricky Martin. We had to bump them because our first guest ran a little long, but I'm sure they had a good time in the green room. You know what I'm talking about?
I have had a buttload of Ricky Martin.
A lot of people have.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, anyway, that's the show for tonight. I hope you all have a good time, and good night. Good night, everyone. Tip your waitresses. Enjoy the meal. I'll be here all week. Good night. Good night.
And cut.
You looked angry and bitter.
I was bitter and
You're like-
angry. Yeah, that's the show. Well, he gets up and takes off his coat and walks off and just. Have you ever seen him do it?
No.
When you're watching I've been doing the taping a couple of times. He just gets up, takes.
6.
9.
Spam presents The Quick Show with Bill Baines. Spam, 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 spam. The wonderful spam. It's Bill Baines.
Hey, everybody. Hey, hello. How are you? Hey. Hey, welcome to the Spam Show.
Yeah.
And, of course, I'm Bill. Hi. Hi, kids. I'm Bill. Well, I want to pardon the mess we've got in our studio, but we actually have to be shooting the show in the basement today because we got a bomb threat earlier. Ooh, bomb threat. Yeah.
Dangerous
Okay,
situation.
so did you hear that the Dodgers are doing so poorly that their manager was actually fired by George Steinbrenner? Can that even happen? Okay, let's get to our first guest because... Oh! He's here already. Hi, how are you? You scared me a little bit there.
I do that.
Okay, so anyway, now I know you're excited. You're Tom McCann, right?
George.
Right. Tom McCann is very excited because he's got his new movie, Pimp Man. Yeah, Pimp Man. Do you like the Pimp
Pimp
Man?
Man, superhero for the hose.
All right, Pimp Man. Do you like the Pimp Man? Huh?
Pimp man, prostitution.
Okay, all right, Keith. Well, anyway, I'm sorry you got to go, but
No.
we got to go on to our next bit. We're going to go to the top 6 list. Top 6 tips for living to be 100. Ooh, 100. All right. So, number 8. Stay the hell away from the Hindenburg. Ooh. Anyway, let's see. Number 3. Avoid dying.
Hey, just because the yak will let you doesn't mean you have to.
Yeah, that's good. Huh? Okay. So anyway, let's see. Let's go right to Bill's Postal Sack. Bill's Postal Sack. But first, I'm going to have a little frosty beverage. It's a good frosty beverage. Do you enjoy the frosty beverages, huh? Yeah?
Liquid.
Yeah, liquid. That's right. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's see. Do you have any music to go with Bill's Postal Sack, huh?
Yes, I do, Bill. It's a little song that goes a little like this. Bill Sack, yeah!
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the haunting theme from Bill's Postal Sack. Yeah. And by the way, Keith, the less said about my sack, the better. Woo-hoo!
Whoa,
Okay,
gotcha,
so
Chiefy.
letter number 1. Letter number 1. Bill, you suck. Love, Sydney. Yeah, enjoy that. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry, Sydney, but it's not in the form of a question. So anyway, by the way, who's our letter screener now? Mom, you the letter screener on that one? Okay, you're fired. Get out, Mom. No, out now. Get to stepping. Back to Indiana. Oh yeah, a little something for you, everybody. There you go. That just came in for you. All right, letter number 2. Letter number 2. Goldie from Salt Lake City asks, have you ever been married? Ooh, really good question, Goldie. Well, have I ever been married? Well, let's just say I've had more rice thrown at me than a bad Chinese vaudeville act. Oh, all right. Yeah. You like the bad Chinese vaudeville act, Keith?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Playing
that's
race cars.
okay. Well, anyway, I guess that's our show for tonight. I hope you had a good time. Let me apologize to Tom Cruise and Ricky Martin. They couldn't be on tonight because our first guest ran a little long. So I guess they had good time back in the green room, though, huh?
I've had a buttload of Ricky Martin.
A lot of people have.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so that's the end of the show. Have a good night. I hope you enjoy yourself, and be sure to tip your waitresses and enjoy the veal. Good night, everybody. Good night. Good night. Hey, yeah.